welcome back to my channel where it is all about tap and love. Today we are starting our second video of the Beginner's Tap Tutorial series. In today's video, you're going to learn how to do shuffles and scuffles. Now they sound the same, but they are a little bit different. But both are a major part of the building blocks in learning how to tap dance. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced students use these two steps all the time, so you're going to want to master both. Just like in our first video in the series, at the end of the video, we're going to go ahead and put everything together in a little combination so that you can practice the skills you've learned. And if you missed the first video in the series, don't worry, you can go ahead and check it out here. Now it's time for our weekly shout out. This one goes to Sadie from Austin High School in Austin, Texas. You're doing a great job on last week's combination, Sadie. All right, guys. Let's jump into learning shuffles and scuffles. Okay, we are going to start out with a shuffle. A shuffle makes two sounds, and both sounds come from the toe tap. So, a shuffle, facing forward, you're only going to touch the toe tap to the floor. The two sounds are a brush forward and a spank back. Again, that is a brush forward and a spank back. One of the things that you might want to learn how to do before you start delving into shuffles is to loosen up your ankles. I'm sure many of you have seen like little toddler tap classes, and they're doing shuffles and they're holding onto a wall or a bar and their leg is going really big motions like that. We don't want to do that as adult tappers. Just because the bigger that the movement is, the harder it is going to be to speed it up. And as you advance in tap, you're going to want to pick up some speed. That being said, you want to make sure that your ankles are really loose and ready to go, because you're going to make the majority of the sound through your ankle, not your entire leg. So again, the movement is brush and spank. So this can be called a spank when you go back, or it could be called a brush back or a back brush. It really depends on the teacher, and every teacher has different terms for the different steps. So if you do take a tap class, you're going to learn that very quickly, that teachers have all different terms for all the different steps. So I might call it a brush back or a spank. Another teacher might call it something completely different. For the most part though, you're either going to hear that this sound when you brush back with your toe tap, pretty much that is going to be called either a spank or a brush back. So a shuffle, again, is a brush front with your toe tap and a spank or a brush back with your toe tap. The smaller you can make the movement, the better. But for now, if you need to do a little bit bigger motion, that is totally fine. Just make sure you're not hitting your heel tap and it's only the toe tap. That is a shuffle. A scuffle sounds like a shuffle, but it's a little bit different. So remember how we did in the first video, we did scuffs with the heel tap? That's a scuff. A scuffle is similar to a shuffle in that there are two sounds, but you're going to be using first the heel tap, and then second a spank or brush back. So a scuffle is scuffle, scuffle. Now some teachers teach this, and it can be done both ways, where you're making the heel sound as you're moving through and picking it off the floor and then pulling back with the spank. That is one way it can be done. I learned it just like this, scuffle, scuffle, but it can be done both ways. So let's learn a little combination that's going to help you practice shuffles and scuffles. We are going to start with two shuffles on the right foot to the front. Shuffle, shuffle. So to the side, that would look like shuffle, shuffle. Just the toe tap. Good. Our next step is going to be two shuffles with the right foot to the side. Shuffle, shuffle. We're going to do it again to the front. Shuffle, shuffle. Then we're going to do a scuffle, scuffle, and a step, step. So again, that is 2 shuffles to the front, 2 shuffles to the side, 2 shuffles to the front, and then a scuffle step. Ready, and shuffle, 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 shuffle. Back to the front, shuffle, scuffle, step. So to show you that to the side, it is shuffle, 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 scuffle, step. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the left foot. To the front, shuffle, shuffle, 2 to the side, shuffle, shuffle, 2 to the front, shuffle, shuffle, and scuffle step, scuffle step. Good. Let's keep going. You can always rewind and go back and review that first section. Okay, after we do the left side, we are now going to add on something from our first video. We're going to do the toe drops from our first video. So we're going to start with the right foot. Toe drop, and we're going to add the heel drops. Heel drop, heel drop. So see, we're starting to add it all together. You're becoming a tap dancer. Toe drop, heel drop, and then we're going to do a scuffle step with the right foot. Scuffle step. Now we're going to go, so you're going to put your weight on that foot, on the right foot. Now we're going to go back to the left, starting with the left foot. Toe drop, heel drop, scuffle step. All right, so let's do that from the beginning. So we're going to do shuffles to the front on the right foot. Ready, and shuffle, 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 scuffle step. On the left foot. Shuffle, 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 scuffle step. Now we're going to do the toe drops and heel drops. Toe, heel, scuffle step. Back to the other side. Toe, heel, scuffle step. Let's keep going. You guys are doing great. Now we're going to do a shuffle to the side on the right foot. One shuffle, shuffle step. We're going to do a shuffle step on the left foot. Shuffle step to the side. We're going to do a scuffle step to the front with the right foot. Scuffle step. And a scuffle step with the left foot. And that's the combination. So let's go ahead and put it all together without music. Then we'll try it one more time with the music. Here we go. Ready, and shuffle, 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 scuffle step. Shuffle, 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 scuffle step. Toe, heel, scuffle step. Toe, heel, scuffle step. Shuffle step, shuffle step, scuffle step, scuffle step. How'd you do? Good? You ready for music? Let's do it. 5, 6, 5, 6, Great job, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed learning your shuffles and scuffles and that you're gonna have fun adding them to the skills that you learned on the last video. As always, I would love to see how you're doing with these steps. So please take the time to video yourself learning and practicing and tag me on Instagram. And again, if you're doing this as part of a virtual assignment over Zoom, go ahead and have your teacher tag me on Instagram with your progress. You might just get a shout out in the next video. If you feel like this video was a little too basic for you and you want to try something a little bit more challenging, why don't you check out my intermediate advanced tutorial. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon.